I am the owner of a BMW K1200LT, also known as the Flying Brick. First introduced in '98 and ran its production through 2009. Honestly, this motorcycle is caught somewhere between modern and nostalgic. So this video will include some of my thoughts about this bike and my plans moving forward.
You know, the more I ride this bike, the more I feel so good on it. I came from the dirt bike world. I really settled into the four-stroke kind of trail riding. And that's why I ended up with a Honda Africa Twin. But being in my mid-50s, I just didn't have a lot of peers. There's some. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. There's plenty of mid-50 guys that are out doing BDRXs, and I still have a desire to do that. But I think I'm going to do it on something less than an Africa Twin. And so, this bike, I bought this bike for a very good price. I did all the upgrades. I did all the maintenance to get it where I feel confident that I could take it on a long journey. And so my idea is that I would really like to upgrade the suspension. In all the bikes I've ever owned, I've never really had a bike that was set up properly with just outstanding suspension. And the bottom line is, I think, you know, for $1,500, $2,000, I mean, this bike could ride like it's on a cloud no matter what you do on it. In the meantime, I'm just gonna, you know, ride it like I stole it. It's not bad. There's nothing on this bike that completely scares me, except for maybe doing the clutch. I think the clutch, you know, you have to cut the bike in half to get to it. But there's wonderful YouTube videos on how to do that. And there's a gentleman up in Illinois, and he has an outstanding YouTube channel with maintenance on this bike that just goes to the outer limits. So you shouldn't be scared to work on this bike.
So I guess the point I'm trying to make here is, what would it require for you to send this 20-year-old motorcycle on a long journey? The bike is fully capable now, and maybe I should stop overthinking it. But if you invested in an upgrade, can you imagine the experience you'd have with better handling, improved comfort, more stability, better braking, and improved traction, all with an increase in adjustability with the compression and the rebound? A suspension upgrade won't increase engine power. However, in my opinion, the total bike performance will be increased because you will have more confidence to brake later, corner more smoothly, and accelerate sooner. If you did the upgrade and you had enough time, would you leave on this bike and return home after completing 2,000 miles? Would you leave your garage, ride through the state of Colorado, turn north at, say, Death Valley on your way up through Yosemite and the Great Sequoias, and not turn around until you hit the state of Alaska? I mean, God's divine nature would be on full display. I would, and I would be doing it in a more responsible way for me. So I say there is a playbook or an avenue where you don't need to invest $30,000 on a modern motorcycle to have a bike that can take you on a very plush long-distance adventure. And possibly there's a well-maintained long-distance tour somewhere waiting for you to do the same thing. Chances are it may need some TLC. And since every motorcycle, it seems to me, has been manufactured since the beginning of time with subpar suspension, if you invest in that upgrade, you will have a bike, in my opinion, that will outperform a brand new bike rolled off the showroom floor. Many people are going to disagree with that conclusion. But if anything, there's an argument. There is a debate. Which bike would you choose if you could only have one in your stable? A brand new $30,000 stock, possibly with payments, or a well-maintained used with upgrade suspension set up for you? Can you upgrade suspension on a new bike? Of course, that is checkmate. But that is somewhere north of 30 versus 6, and personally, 30 will stop me. A lot of motorcycle-related YouTube channels showcase new bikes, and interested people make those channels very popular. Dreams are absolutely free. But as stated in the book of Ecclesiastes, there is nothing new under the sun. It has already been done in ancient times before us. If motorcycles are your passion and you want to invest time riding them, suspension is the single best investment that you can make on any motorcycle once you have invested in a good helmet and riding gear. Oh, the things that I put on my bucket list.